with so many of our clients buying and selling real estate here in New York City, what are some of the tips that you'd recommend that they structure before they actually purchase this asset, whether it be putting it in a trust, etc.?
I think everything depends on the client's objectives. For example, some of them, they're coming to buy a property to live, to rent the property, and some of them, they want just to come and be on vacation with their kids. So that's the first thing that we need to know, what are their objectives. So we can, for example, structure, like suggest the client that he form a company and put the property below this company. So everything depends. Some of them just want to invest and sell the property right away. So it might be more advantageous if they buy as an individual in terms of tax consequences.
I agree.
So,
It's some good points there. Also, I think an important point to make here as well is whether they're domestic or international. Both have very different needs in terms of tax risks, estate tax risks. So what makes sense to some domestic clients, for instance, which is to put their own individual name, wouldn't make sense for international clients as well. So it's important that we analyze each client and their own unique factors.
Yes. So many people are talking about buying properties and putting in a trust. What's the benefit?
I think the biggest benefit from putting in a trust, I would say, is it's what's known as a non-probate asset, right? Yeah. So it pretty much avoids a probate proceeding.
Especially for international clients.
Yeah, absolutely.
So how does that help the person that puts it in the trust? Is it that person that benefits, or is it actually the beneficiaries that benefit?
It could be both of them, actually, because what a person puts in the trust is typically what's called a living trust during their lifetime. So it has terms in there that not only take effect on their death, but also could take effect during their incapacity. They're going to have a successor trustee that steps into their place, because typically the settler is the one that's the initial trustee, right? And that trustee who they trust, that successor trustee, will then be able to administer the property for their benefit while they're incapacitated in a vulnerable situation.